First time you get on the track with a Mazda, you might feel, oh my god, this car is difficult to drive. It's so loose in the rear end, I keep spinning and I can't do anything. And there is a reason for that, and I'm gonna explain why. A normal road car is designed to be safe. When you go into a corner and you discover that you're going in a little bit too fast, you have to be able to hit the brakes without the wheel spinning around and ending up in the ditch. And therefore, the balance of the car is so that you have way more grip in the rear end. Therefore, you can lift off throttle, you can go on throttle, and you can brake pretty much mid-corner. And if you brake too hard, the front wheel is just going to start skidding. And if they do, you can just lift off a little bit and you will regain grip. If you do the same thing in a race car, you hit the brakes, you're going to lose the rear end, and then you're pretty much done. So what you are used to in traffic is that you have a car that you can brake mid-corner, you can go on throttle mid-corner, and you can lift off mid-corner. Nothing dramatic happens. So I have changed the setup on this car now so that it behaves more like a road car. You can unfortunately not do that since the Mazda Cup is a fixed setup, so you're pretty much going to have to live with what is there. But I just want to show the difference and explain why the Mazda is the way it is to drive. So, with a Mazda, you're going into a corner and you discover, oh, this is too fast. So you hit the brakes mid-corner and the front end just glides out. This is how a normal road car works. You can also lift off throttle mid-corner like this. You can downshift mid-corner like this. Nothing happens. Very predictable. It will not surprise you. It will not turn around and bite you if you do something wrong. It's a good setup to manage the unpredictable. So, but this is not how the baseline setup is made, which in my opinion, I think it should be, because then this game will be much better for rookies. They will feel that they can manage it faster, easier, and will not be so discouraged. There is a reason why a race car is set up in the way it is, and with a little bit less rear grip. And that is because going around the corner with less rear grip will make the rear end glide out a little bit. It will add to steering input, so to say, and you will go faster. The reason that you lose the rear end grip is that when you have that setup, that balance of the car, you will reach the maximum grip level of the tires at a very early stage in the bend. And when you then add more throttle, you are going to exceed the amount of grip available, and you will lose traction. Same thing if you lift off throttle. Throttle off is the same thing as throttle on, but in the other way around. So that will also make the rear end tire exceed maximum grip. Same thing if you hit the brakes, same thing is going to happen, unless you have a brake, the balance of the brakes are adjusted more towards the front tires, of course. So what are the conclusions of this? Well, the conclusion is that the lower the gear, the more power you will get to the rear tire on throttle, and the more power you will get to the rear tires when lifting off throttle. And how does that affect the car? Well, the lower the gear, the slipperier it's going to be, and the higher the gear, the less slippery it's going to be. So the cure then would obviously be to use higher gears. So as I said before in my video, when picking up the speed, start with a higher gear. That will add balance to the car. It will not be so nervous. So if you go into these S combinations, for example, you have a tendency to lose the rear end, coming out a little bit sideways, or like this, going out a little bit skidding. Just use a higher gear. It will calm the car down, and use that high gear until your skill to manage the throttle is up, so that you can start using lower gears. That will happen automatically, more or less. So same thing into this corner. Many new drivers lose grip in here, so just brake. If you need to, stay in fifth gear, go on throttle early. into this corner, brake into 4th gear, go on throttle early, exit the corner, stay in 4th gear. Oops, that was a little bit late braking. On throttle early. On throttle early. And when you're new and having problem, doing a lap like this, doing the 20 in the 204s, for example, is much better than to do a lap in a 203.8 occasionally, and then every 3rd lap lose the car. Back to 5th gear again. Braking, turning in, not losing the rear end, on throttle early. Braking, into 4th, stay in 4th. On throttle early, try to keep the speed up out on this short straight. Staying in 4th. And if you go too fast, you can just lift off. The car is not gonna spin for you. You can also go full on throttle. Everything is so much calmer, easier, much more stable. And as you can see on my throttle indicator on the bottom left, I pretty much floor it. When you get better and better, you will be able to go down to 3rd gear in the slower corners, and when you can manage it, you will go faster. But until you do, use a technique that will get you around the track nice and safe. You will not get so frustrated. You will be enjoying the game more. You will gain confidence, and you will stay with us in this fantastic game more. So I hope this helped. So thank you for watching.